Evening, folks, boys, girls, and no children because I'm blocking children on my channel. But ladies and gentlemen, how about that dominating performance? Um, how do you stop Lamar Jackson? How about 250 yards rushing on the other side of the football? And they kept him running for his life. Kept him running for his life all night long. What's up, Philip? What's going on? Philip came on and had a challenge for me the other day, and I want to accept the challenge, but let's do it this way. The loser will buy the other one payoff pitch. How's that? Payoff pitch. I don't really want a football game, but if payoff pitch is good with you, we'll do that. Just a basic game of payoff pitch, whatever you got to get for payoff pitch. And if it's one season included, whatever. Something 50, 60 bucks worth, whatever. Yeah, I know, Philip. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I've got some guys in here that wanted a car, right? Didn't some guys in here want cars? Like Sean? Sean wanted his black and gold. His Sean's 33. Oh yeah, he's like a tractor. He is. Let's see who else. Philip's got to give me his. Yeah. So you're number 33. I got you there. Who else? I haven't got Dale Lonsdale yet. I haven't got Festus Gerber yet. I haven't got Michael P yet. MP Fox, Colorado Kid, but I've come away with about 7 or 8. Iron Horse, won a black car. The only way to have black car with black numbers, I had to leave a little bit out for him. So that's Iron Horse is 15. JB Gorman, we see JB. Brian Gorman in here all the time. JB Gorman, that's his 79 car he'll have. I'm not an artist. I've never said an artist. I don't even play one on TV. Big Don Hester. Big Don, number 5. There's Don's car. Danny and Gray. Danny and Gray. What timing? Somebody wanted a Target car, right? Danny and Gray. Look at the timing of that. 42. And that's the red and white 42 car of Danny and Gray. All right. And let's see. B.R. Wells. B.R. Wells. He all right, man. That's cool. B.R. Wells wanted a black with a little bit of gold to it. Didn't have a lot of gold color I could go with it. So it's best I could do. Number 62 for B.R. Wells. And I'm still working on some others. I'm still working on some. Philip, I've got to get Philip's traits. So he wants purple car. I can do that. Purple car, my wife Darlene liked that. As soon as he said purple, she liked that. He gets 3 traits. Help him out, guys. What he can have. Smart. All right, write these down, Philip. You can have 3 of them. Okay, so how many guys we got in this thing? 32, 33, something like that. 32 or 33. We're gonna have 15 lap races, and yeah, I'll be starting them within the next couple of weeks. We'll wait till probably the Super Bowl's over with. I got a couple things coming up, so that's pretty cool. If got a pencil handy, Philip, write these 6 things down. You only get 3 of them, but these are the 6: smart, skill, control, heat, reflex. Let's see. And star. Okay. smart, skill, control, reflex, heat, and star. Okay? I pulled a 1 of 1 Jimmy Johnson autograph. Whoa, no, you didn't. So it was the only autographed one that Jimmy Johnson did. Wow, Danny. How about that? A 1 of 1. So he only did one of them, and that, you got it. I know you're big into cards. I watch his channel a lot. If you guys haven't watched Danny and Gray's Cards and Toys, you need to definitely catch his channel. He has a lot of live stuff. He has his young son Gray on there. All right, we got you. Smart, control, reflex. All right, then what happens is you've got 12 points right here for these next 2 traits. You can put them any kind of way you want to. You can go 2 and 10, 3 and 9, 4 and 8, whatever you want to. Pit and escape. Escape is if you're in an accident and you're trying to get out of a wreck. And obviously pit, you know what that is. The higher number for pit, the better. The higher number for escape, the better. And you only got 12 points. So you can have it 6 and 6. You can have it 5 and 7, 4 and 8, however way you want to do it. Yeah, man. It's live stream labeled 2018 Prism Hobby Box. All right, we will. I will. I'll get my group on it too. My group of Insane Rob Posse. It's the Insane Rob Posse. Yeah. We're in here tonight, late night. Unbelievable football game, guys. Unbelievable. Pit 5, escape 7. You got a car, bud. All right. Number 64, purple. Yep. We got you. I should have all of these completed by tomorrow. Yeah. We've been meeting up a lot here at football time. I will. I will. Yeah. That's cool. Philip, have you got all 3 sets, or have you just got the heavyweight set right now? While Philip's answering that, Baltimore did exactly what they had to do. They ran the football, kept the ball out of Lamar Jackson's hands. Lamar Jackson made rookie mistakes. He made, he's got all 3. It won't be bad. Philip, this is what you do before you do a broadcast. Watch 3 or 4 different people. Watch 3 or 4 different people do a boxing match. If you have to rewind it, watch it again, watch it slow, whatever you need. And then if you need a one-on-one, as long as you got 2 20-sided dice, 2 10-sided dice, and 2 6-sided, you'll be fine. Just have a bucket to catch them in. And yeah, if you need any help at all between now and Friday, I certainly will try to help you. If you think I can, I might be able to, or I know Bleacher Bums is around. He's just limited in what he can do with his arm right now. Yeah, tonight shows me a top 5 coach in the NFL is Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel didn't go away from the plan. He decided we're going to run in football, and then after that, we're going to run in football some more. I don't really think Baltimore choked that much, Dave. I just think Tennessee came in with a game plan, and they executed. Lamar Jackson has not – he threw the ball 59 times tonight. 59. A guy that runs – he ran for over 100 yards, but he threw 59 times. I really thought that was the way that San Francisco would make Minnesota play, but Minnesota didn't have the ball enough to throw the ball. Oh man, Danny and Grace, you know what? The games that we play, most of them are from play.com. they're not hard at all. They really aren't. They're not that hard at all. You just have to take a little time with them. I don't have any children. I don't have any grandchildren. No kids at all. So I'm around here all the time. Me and my wife. My wife reads. My wife does a lot of crafts, arts and crafts, and stuff like that. And I'm here, and I do this. And I read up on it pretty well, and we got a good set of folks online that play the same games too. After you watch them, it's just like it just comes so easy. They really do. They come so easy. Dave Gardner is our resident NHL, or I'll just say hockey expert. Dave Gardner is the hockey man. He's from Boston area. And he takes care of the hockey. If there's a hockey game ever invented, he's got it. Lamar this, Lamar that, Lamar out. Yeah, well, hey, look, what did I tell you beforehand? I said 9.5 points is too much. I thought Baltimore would win, but I thought 9.5 points is too much. And the same thing goes for the kid out in KC tomorrow. Don't look over Houston. Houston can beat you. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I know not enough hours in the day, is it? Oh yeah. We actually got spared a storm really, really bad here. We the storm front came through a little while, just maybe 10 minutes ago. We were spared big time. There's areas around us that got 60 and 70 miles an hour winds. Danny is down south of me. He's down in the North Carolina area, about 45 minutes from me. And yeah, he got it bad. And we ended up getting really lucky. It's already went east of Route 29. So, yeah, let's go. You like your Chiefs, huh? Okay. Yeah, you never underestimate your opponent. And I'm telling you tomorrow, wow, we're still getting a little bit of the wind, but not terrible right now. The rain's still coming down. Don't overlook the Seahawks, folks. Don't overlook the Seahawks. The Seahawks can give Green Bay all they can handle and more. And Sean, it should have been that went through by now. It should have went by you guys by now in Lynchburg. Yeah, he's in Lynchburg, Danny. He goes to high school over in Lynchburg. Yep, he sure does. Yep. So a lot of us right there up and down the Danny's just into North Carolina. Who was that fella from down right there in North Carolina used to race the late models? Oh, geez, what was his name? He used to race down in South Boston. I can't remember his name. I'll try to think of his name in a little while. But he raced it from Pelham, North Carolina. He was from Pelham. You probably know him. But I met him a few times. He raced in Martinsville. Email me your phone number. Talking to me? I'm on Discord, guys. I am on Discord. Texans playing with house money tomorrow. I'm with you, STM. Yep. I think your Texans have one heck of a chance, and I've said all along I think Seattle will win. I don't like Green Bay's chances at all. Not at all. Green Bay is not physical enough. Are you on Discord, Philip? Are you on Discord? I'm on Discord. You can get in touch with the whole crew here. Yeah, I can't. I'll think of who it is in a little while, Danny. He used to race. Yeah, okay. If you want a Discord channel, you got me. It won't be no problem at all. I'm on what's his name's? Al Red Sox fan. What's the weather looking like in Green Bay tomorrow? I have not looked. Well, I have not looked. Anybody got to? I got the phone right here. Yep. Hold on just for a second. I heard snow originally. I don't know. Let's see. Which that's that's a good prediction anyway. If you're gonna predict snow. Green Bay, Wisconsin weather. Right now it's 19 degrees. Feels like 5. Let's see what tomorrow brings, right? Tomorrow, 24, and tomorrow night, 21, but it's not supposed to snow. No, well, 9 p.m. tomorrow is supposed to start, 10 o'clock tomorrow, their time. So I guess it's their time, maybe our time, which that would push it back an hour. 80% chance of precipitation during the night, Sunday night. And they're playing a late game tomorrow. So Daniel Bryan autographed from a $10 repack of wrestling tonight on my live. Oh, my goodness. Really? Really? Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Man, oh, man. I tell you, Danny and Gray's, he is a big card man. He is a big Jeff Gordon fan. He's big into NASCAR. He's big into his wrestling. If you check his channel out, he also attended a bunch. I don't think so, Sean. He also attended a bunch of Christmas parades. Go back and check his channel out. He's got, yeah, no doubt about it. Lucky Streak that's the way to go with it. Yeah, yeah, nothing wrong with that at all. But yeah, am I surprised that Baltimore got dominated? Yes. I had no idea that they would get dominated. That defense of Baltimore was exposed tonight. They ran through them. They ran through them in places nobody had done it all year long. Tonight's ball game was my 50th sports simulation video. Good. Congrats, Philip. Yes, sir. Congrats. And yeah, I think they was thoroughly exposed tonight. The Sports Time Machine's going to Raw on February 3rd. What city is that? Kevin Harvick is going to be tested in Martinsville in a modified in a few weeks. I'm going to be there to get his autograph. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Do you have to pay? Do you have to pay to go to the Salt Lake City, Utah? Okay. Danny, do you have to pay to go to the test? I actually interviewed Ernie Irvan. Oh, wow. God, it's been over 20 years now. I was working for a local radio station. I went down there and interviewed him, and nope, just wait outside the track at the gate near the tunnel. Oh, okay. So you don't have a press pass. I actually had a press pass for years there, and I can go inside. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know where you're talking about, right there at the tunnel exit. I can remember when there was no tunnel there. Don't you remember that? When they didn't have a tunnel there. Oh, okay. Jazz Arena for the Raw. First time. Okay, cool. Very cool. Yeah, I hope everybody's safe on the East Coast. We've had line of thunderstorms come through, a lot of wind, a lot of rain. I remember a little was a small time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've got pictures. I've got pictures when I went around the track on my car. A little 85 Chevette. And oh yeah, I've interviewed a lot of folks down at Martinsville in the infield. Kenny Irwin, you remember Kenny Irwin? I've got some good pictures of me and him. SmackDown is coming to Greensboro next Friday. Oh, okay. Okay. Not a WWE follower. I'm not going to lie to any of you folks about that. I would not go to a WWE event if somebody gave me a ticket. Not even WrestleMania. If somebody gave me a WrestleMania ticket today, I would give it to somebody else. I wouldn't go. No interest whatsoever. My interest level right now peaks actually at NWA Power. Wouldn't even interest me. I like NWA Power as my favorite. Have you seen that? Is anybody in here check that out yet online? NWA Power. If you have not, man, they've had 13 episodes, 12 episodes, something like that. If you're a wrestling fan, you really need to check it out. They have studio wrestling, and I really like it. I really, really do. And I enjoy watching it. Yeah, Tuesdays, generally Tuesdays, and they're really good. Nothing like the question mark. Question. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you got to go watch it. It's so funny. Coming right along with all the cars here, we'll have those done within a week. So, I mean, Saturday mornings, my grandpa used to tell me about. Oh yeah, Saturdays I can remember. Oh yeah, I loved watching wrestling when I was and then what they would do on Saturday nights on the ABC affiliate wherever you lived, they would cut the news short. They would cut it only for 20 minutes, so from 11 to 11:20 is all they would go, and then they would go directly to wrestling. And wrestling during the past 10 days, that's how it was then. In the NWA, they would show Dorton Arena, Greensboro Coliseum, Winston-Salem's Coliseum, Lynchburg Armory, Roanoke, Virginia, Stanton, Virginia, Charlotte. It was like 20 different places, Richmond, and they would actually show matches that they had during the past 10 days on that Saturday night for 45 minutes. Now, generally, that's when they used to call them squash matches. If you went to the matches, you knew that you were going to get 6 main events and 2 undercard matches. And most time the undercard matches was something like Jimmy Valiant with some guy that they picked up off the street, drinking a beer or whatever. Roller derby. Oh yeah, roller derby was fun to watch too. Danny, and in fact, the games that I play, they actually have a roller derby. They actually have roller derby. He sure does. That's one of the games that they got now on play.com. Roller derby. I saw it when Thursday night. You guys have got to check out that channel. Thursday night they had like 10 new games or 8 new games they're showing. It's not football. What's that? Rugby. They had a rugby game, brand new rugby game. So a couple of sci-fi games, mostly sports games. And it was wild. Dodgeball. He's got all sorts of stuff, man. He really does. So if you haven't watched the channel, you need to go to the YouTube channel. Oh yeah, my dad right now is 86 years old, right? And I had him down here at the house. It's probably been close to a month ago. He's just easygoing, doesn't care about what he watches, right? I throw it on YouTube, right? And I throw it on some of the old NWA wrestling. He couldn't stand Jim Cornette, so I decided to show like 5 matches. And Dad's doing pretty good. He's doing pretty good. I took him riding with me today. I took him riding to Lynchburg with me today. I started 4 or 5 matches with the Midnight Express, whatever. And he said, I can't stand that son of a bitch. He gets kicking his feet and stuff. He gets that blood pressure going when he watches some of that old wrestling. Yeah. Dad wasn't a big Ric Flair fan either. He liked, you see, the older guys like Dusty Rhodes. I was always a Ric Flair fan. But I met Rick, oh my God, I don't know how many times when I was growing up. I met him a few times. I never met Andre the Giant, but I did meet a lot. I met Greg Valentine. Geez, I met so many of them. Most of them when they were in NWA. Ricky Steamboat, met him and Jay Youngblood both. Old Tim Woods, he was Mr. Wrestling, #1. He was actually in the plane crash when Ric Flair was down around between Richmond and Raleigh. It was, they said it was right there close to the line in North Carolina, and a plane crashed down there. He broke his back, broke Ric Flair's back in '75, and 6 months later he was wrestling again. Who would have ever thought he'd have had the career he had? But you know, he had some of the best luck and some of the worst luck anybody could have. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've still got old VHS tapes of some of the Saturday night wrestling when I was in my 20s, in my teens probably. Yeah, I still got them. I've still got them. I hadn't touched them in 25 years. Got them put away in boxes and stuff. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I've got some good ones. Old Buddy Landale, a lot of old guys. King Kong Bundy. Imagine watching Andre the Giant playing college football and basketball. He played basketball a little bit over in Grenoble, France, over in that area. He messed his knees up so bad, though. The fact is, it was automatic two on your end, but the other end, he couldn't get back and, defend. He just couldn't run. So, yeah, that would be tough. And, just, it's a shame, but, when you're that big, there's a lot of things I'm sure that's very, very hard for you to do. The Big Show gets around pretty well. He's not near the size Andre the Giant was. He's about 7 foot though. They call him 7'2", but I don't think he's quite that tall. Should have played volleyball, yeah. How about football? He could have been the defensive line. No, I never. I looked for some Jeff Gordon cards. I never really kept racing cards too much. Very seldom. Very seldom. I didn't have any at all. Nope. But yeah. The ball game tonight, to me, was decided at the offensive line. Well, both line of scrimmage, Tennessee won it. Tennessee put pressure all over Lamar Jackson, and they ran the football just the way they wanted to. And, they're not going to be easy out. I don't care if you play. They got to go to Kansas City or to Houston. They're capable of doing either one. They're capable of beating either one of those two teams. Rob looks like a Big Show. What the hell? What are you talking about? Look like a Big Show. Look like a Big Show. Oh, now Danny's gonna gang up on me. Oh. I'm gonna make Sean's car 0-1, make him jump over a fence. Crunch. Sean's out of the race. I'm sorry, folks. Sean tried, but he's just as out. He couldn't get started tonight. Yeah, I can't be sleepy. I'm old, but I'm not. I couldn't be sleepy yet. Um, Boss Hog, yeah, that was some good stuff. That was always some good stuff. Um, yeah, I liked the old 1970s, early 80s Incredible Hulk. I liked watching that. Now I'm not a big sci-fi person, and I'm going to drive with no wheels, pedal like Flintstone, Fred Flintstone, going to pedal down the road. Flintstone, but um, did you ever watch a show called Highway Patrol? Yeah, Highway Patrol. That was in the '60s. I watched it some, not when it originally aired. No, I've watched it since then. Yeah, yeah. There, let me start off by saying some things kids watched were very very cool. I mean that they missed were very very cool. Some things you missed was not that they were some stupid. Oh yeah, I fell asleep on camera. That was about a month ago. I did. I fell asleep on camera. I felt so bad about that. Uh, yeah, man, my grandpa loved that show. I'm only 25. I shouldn't know about that show. No, I'm twice your age. I actually got a niece your age. I got a niece that's actually she's gonna turn 26 in the next couple of weeks. So that's her. That's my brother's child, and he's younger than I am. Yeah, he's younger than I am. He's what 50, I guess. 50, I guess. So that's right. Um, I'm a little older than that. um, I will. I'll tell her happy birthday. If I see her, I don't see her very often. I don't see her over 3 or 4 times a year at the most. I just don't see her very much. Um, so I've got the cars coming along. I didn't put the traits on everybody's cars yet, but I've got them coming along pretty well. Um, keep on, Rob. Tell your age. I'm 52. I'm 52. Yep. Yep. You got to go back. You can go back and watch some of the videos where I don't have this. I don't have this in a lot of them. I just grow it sometimes. I actually got to get rid of it, and I actually got to get a haircut within the next week. So you guys are going to see me with nothing right here, because I'm going on. We're going up to Philly for a night or two, and probably I think it's only off weekend. Off weekend, yeah, yeah. Only hate to say, yeah. So it's a Pro Bowl weekend that we're taking off. Next weekend we'll be here. So AFC Championship, NFC Championship, I will be here. I'll be here for both of those. We know it's going to be in San Francisco, the late game on Sunday. So the early game next Sunday is the AFC Championship. It's either going to be in Kansas City or Houston. Rob had a mohawk and tattoos. Rob, all you got to do is ask Darlene, the wife, now about tattoos. Rob wants a tattoo. Rob wants a tattoo. No. Nose rings. No. I had an earring one time, but that's been.
Mrs. Rob wants a tattoo, but she's not allowed to get one.
Yeah, Mrs. Rob wants tattoos. I don't like tattoos. I don't like tattoos on women or men, either one. I just don't like them. I don't know why. I just don't. I'm just like, why? Why? It's something you can never take off or whatever. If you got a skin ailment or something like that, and then you want to cover it up, fine. But other than that, man, why mess up you? Yeah. Sean had an earring. How old were you when you had the earring, Sean? Sean had an earring when he was 4, I bet. Kept it till he was 5. Yeah, I'm with you, Danny. It's a waste of money to me. I don't need it. Not at all. I don't need a tattoo. I don't need none of that stuff. Freshman year. Oh, That's this. Let's see.
No, he's a sophomore.
He's sophomore. Okay, he's 10th grade.
Isn't he?
Yeah, that's right. So he had it last year. Well, you know what, Danny? The thing of it is, dude, people can talk about different things, and this is the way I feel about it. If it's something you enjoy doing, it's your pastime, and you ain't bothering nobody, more power to you. It's not cigarettes. It's not some things that can hurt somebody else around them. Smoking and stuff like that. So look, the way you spend your money is your business. The way I look at it. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm sure a lot of people look at my gameplay and like, wow, you're 50 years old and you play games. Yes, I do. But I mean, and I could stop cold turkey if I want to. I've only been doing it a year, really. I mean, I won't doing this a year ago, but I enjoy doing it. Um, I have a following, whether they're in their right mind or not. I don't I don't know or not. And whether my following, yeah, I enjoy it. I don't know if all my followings in their right mind following me or not, but they support me. Do you like computer games? Just wondering. Um, I my last computer game I really liked was the Wii Golf. It was the Masters. Oh, I didn't notice Vrabel was chewing tobacco during the game. NFL do something about that if they catch him. I think it's against the rules. I think it's against the rules for him to be chewing tobacco. I think it is anyway. Um, um, but I liked the I thought it was some kind of deal that they weren't supposed to be using tobacco products of any sort. I thought they may if they caught him, but they may not seen it. I don't know because I know what's his name chews a lot of bubble gum during these games. Oh, Belichick, he likes to chew gum. He says he puts it right up here, gets right up there. Reset the game. I used to like to watch that. I like to play the Masters, and it would always and it would say, and then I had the little club or whatever, with the little thing, and try to replay the shot that somebody shot in whatever 1940, 1980, 1960, whatever. That was fun. That wasn't a bad. Yeah, I chew a pack of gum again, pack of gum in a day. Sean's a so that was really my thing. Back when I had PlayStation 2, I used to like to play NASCAR. I would race it from every lap. 200 laps at Daytona, 500 at Martinsville, packing gum in a day. That's your worst habit, Sean. You'll probably be all right. As long as you got a toothbrush around, you'll be all right. Yeah, I know you like to. I know you like to. Yeah. Do you keep up with my man? Do you keep up with my man from Bristol? Um, what do they call him? He's the one who got drafted by the Blue Jays, I think. You know who I'm talking about? And he races all the time. He calls himself NASCAR or something or other. His name slips me right now. But he could throw the ball about 95 miles an hour, and he just never got out of the minor leagues. And he's got a channel, and he races NASCAR all the time. He races at iRacing. That's what it is. He races at iRacing. Damn. He's from around Bristol, right around Bristol, Bristol, Tennessee, or Bristol, Virginia. One. I can't think of his name. He may be from right around. Ah, jeez. What is his name? That would help. 75-year-old man plays Fortnite. He is good. Sean's a Fortnite person. I cannot think of his name to save my life.
Steve something?
Steve doesn't sound right. I can't think of his name. What did I tell you guys, man? What did I tell you before the game started? Rewind the video. Rewind the video. I told you that this is what I said. I said I will take I think I'll take Baltimore, but I'll take the points and take Tennessee. And I knew Tennessee would keep them close. But they had an answer for Lamar Jackson, and Baltimore had no answer for Derrick Henry. Do you know how many passes Ryan Tannehill threw in the second half? Does anybody know? Unfriggin' believable is what it is. How many throws did Ryan Tannehill throw in the second half? Yeah, Titans play smart offense. They got a good coach, man. They got a good coach. They better sign him to a 5-year extension today. He might be the smartest coach out there. 4 passes. He went 1 for 4. 1 for 4 in the second half. An NFL team threw the ball 4 times in the second half and won. Jackson threw the ball 59 times. Why? Because he had to. And he made a couple of mistakes. And he could not afford to. They weren't really rookie mistakes. I mean, he threw the ball and got intercepted a couple times. But he was forced into it because the defenses were just getting gouged. They were running the football up and down the field. Oh yeah. He was frustrated. He was frustrated the last quarter and a half. You could read and see the way he was throwing the football. But he got sacked too. He kept getting sacked. Panthers got the guy Matt Rule. Yeah, Titans 20 years ago. Yeah. Do you guys remember what happened when they went to the Super Bowl? Purple people eater. Does anybody remember who the Titans played in the Super Bowl? Anybody remember that? Yep, 1 yard short. Lost by a yard to the Rams. Yep. Lost to the Rams. You got it. So they got a chance. They got a chance to redeem themselves. They just don't want to be called the S&H green stamps. They don't want to redeem themselves that way, right? Yeah, definitely scam Newton leave. Yeah, I think Newton's going to go. I really do. Eddie George. Yeah. Remember who was quarterbacking? Don't remember that, huh? I believe it was McNair. I believe it was. Yeah. Newton. I know a lot of people in North Carolina do not like Cam Newton. They really don't. I'm pretty sure it was McNair. He passed away, didn't he? Didn't he die? I think he passed away. Didn't something happen to him? I believe he did. Steve McNair. Yeah, he passed away. 10 years ago, he passed away. How about that? Yeah. He gets shot. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he was a thug. I knew he was a thug. Alcorn State. Yeah. Yeah, he was a thug, no doubt about it. Yeah. I saw him one time. He's a real jerk. Yeah, yeah. I'd heard nothing good about Cam Newton. I always heard he was a um, well, McNair and his girlfriend at the time, and she either caught him cheating or whatever for reason. She shot him multiple times, then shot herself. So for whatever reason, who knows? But he was known to get into a lot of trouble. The deal about Cam Newton loves himself way too much. But yeah, have you seen another quarterback that acts just like Cam Newton out there that plays? Oh, he was cheating on his lover, huh? Oh, yeah. Well, you get caught, boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Uh, has anybody does anybody know one quarterback in the playoffs? I'm just like Cam Newton, I'm Superman and all that kind of stuff. That might come back to bite him in the butt before it's over with. Think about it. I Not Jameis Winston, not Jameis Winston. This guy's in the playoffs. But I'm so good. I'm so great. I just run for 6 yards. And I'm going to rip my shirt off and show you my Superman jersey. Cam Newton's a cocky thug. Yep. Danny doesn't like Brady. I'm a Brady fan. I always like Brady. The guy I'm talking about is from down in Houston, guys. Yeah, I think he's a lot like Newton. I really do. I think he's a whole lot like Newton. I love myself. I love myself. Tomorrow morning, I'll love myself more. You know what I'm saying? He could write him a song. I love myself. I love myself. Tomorrow when I wake up, I'll love myself more. Yeah, Deshaun Watson. He just gives me the impression he's a tough kid, though. Don't get me wrong. He's a tough kid. But he gives me the impression that if I was on his team, I probably wouldn't like him. You should totally do that Superman skit again. Oh, oh. I need me a Superman. I got one in there. No, I need to do that, rip it off, and have my Superman shirt on. If they get beat, I'll do it. Yeah. But yeah, I'll even sing that song one more time if they lose tomorrow. If Kansas City beats them, but it may not. Who knows? I think it's gonna be a good game. Kansas City is a tough place to play, though. And you notice tonight, Baltimore fans were not go get a whole outfit. No, I'm not gonna get a whole outfit. You just screenshot that. Okay, that's cool. That's very cool. Need to get you a Lois Lane. I got Lois Lane right here. I ain't a player. Superman ain't no player. Superman don't play. I just run a football player. Yeah, I got to finish up my cars. I'm working on them. I've done all of them myself so far. I may hire some help tomorrow if I need it. Yeah, Mr. Rob. Yeah, you got it. And see her with me a lot. If you end up meeting me in public somewhere a lot, you probably end up Lana Lang. Who's Lana Lang? That song will go #1. Send it into the record labels. Yeah. I love myself. I'm Superman and I love myself. Yeah, I'm gonna have these all up tomorrow. I should have that. It shouldn't be a problem there. I'm gonna have them in with my regular set of cards. Um, Found a couple that I didn't have in my that didn't make it the first round, my first YouTube rounds. So I'll add those to it too. That should not be a problem there. It should be pretty fun. I think we'll have a lot of fun, guys. Um, uh, ID Jester, he and he and Tabletop Delaware, they Dirt Series PS4. Okay, Tabletop Delaware and ID Jester, they ran pretty close to the top the whole season. And then Tabletop Delaware, Chris, he ended up winning the championship last year. So yeah, he played well. You know, he had a good car. He had a good car. So I definitely got all try and watch. I like NASCAR Heat. Yeah, definitely do it, Sean. Danny, I'm on here a lot, man. Come on in here anytime and say, look, you know, I'm coming. I'm gonna be racing the next 30 minutes or hour, whatever. What time? What time Monday are you gonna do your dirt race? And do you race? Which player impressed you? Game one, game two, both games. Uh, Game two. Okay. Danny, do you race online or do you just race against the computer? Game two, uh, 6 p.m. Eastern on Monday, ends around 7:30. Okay. Well, Derrick Henry had to impress everybody. Personally, MVP of that game has to be, I think, the coach. I think the coach wrote up a perfect game plan. Anybody that looks at Mike Vrabel now, it's, you know, I'm sorry. He's a top 5 coach in the NFL. He uses the clock to his advantage. Yeah, you should do it. You should start online against some other guys, Danny. You'll have fun. Mike Vrabel's one heck of a coach. Who else had been running the clock on you know, who else has been running the clock, taking advantage of, okay, we got a punt, we'll take 5 yards back. Oh, they'll decline. Okay, we'll let it run another 45 seconds. Then make them start using their timeouts. So, yeah, Vrabel, but the whole team played well. Both lines, offensive line, defensive line, played well. Tannehill didn't make any mistakes. I mean, it was a team victory. I guess the player, if you want to have one player you can't afford to lose, is Derrick Henry. You can't afford to lose him. But in fairness, let's say they would not have had Henry tonight. They made such holes and plugged such places up for him tonight. They would have gave any running back room to run tonight. Their offensive line played great. And I don't think nobody expected, Baltimore to give up 250 yards rushing. Who would have expected it? I did not know that. I did not know he didn't shake his hand. I did not know that. I did not. I sure didn't. But from everything I'm hearing, Bill Belichick is wanting Andy Dalton more than ever. Why, I don't know. I just think he's got such an ego that he wants to win one Super Bowl without Tom Brady. I don't think Andy Dalton's going to do it, but hey, more power to him if he can do it. But wherever Tom Brady lands, Sean, I don't think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think Andy Dalton could end up seriously. Daytona 500, 5 weeks away. Danny, I'll tell you what got me away from racing. I don't like stages. I don't like stage racing. I like green flag pit stops. I like 4 tire changes, 2 tire changes. NASCAR is sticking their foot in their mouth with all these. We don't want you to have any pit crews and stuff. They're messing the truck series up. They're getting away from the original fan. I used to go, excuse my French. I used to go to at least 5 races a year in the late 80s, early 90s. Martinsville twice a year, Bristol, Rockingham. I love going to Rockingham. I love that. Brady to the Bears are becoming big rumors. I don't believe that one just because the Bears have been saying they like Trubisky so much. Wow. I don't know if these coaches have been drinking too much or what they've been doing, but who has seen Mitchell Trubisky play? Yeah, I know it. Yeah. I'm like yes about it. If NASCAR went back to the old ways, I don't care. They keep it playoffs. I don't care about that. They can do that. I don't care. Go back 400 miles and let them race. If you throw a stupid caution, I never liked them phantom cautions either. I hated that. But they're always scared somebody's going to get hurt. And anytime, you fear it, most times something's going to happen. And you're just sitting there waiting for it. But it's a shame. It's a shame. The Brady to the Bears rumor, I'll believe that when I see it. I don't buy that one for a second. Number one, Brady can go where he wants to, like NASCAR. But when I watch it on TV, I go to sleep. It's I like old. I tell you the guy's name from Pelham now, Barry Beggarly. Barry Beggarly, that's his name. Barry Beggarly. Yeah, but Brady can decide where he wants to go. He's a free agent, you see. The Bears can just Dan is big into his racing. He enjoys it. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Not at all. 10 years ago, I'd never seen a soccer game in my life. And now I'm big into. I like Cowboys too. He's my favorite if I'm gonna pick somebody. I got Cowboys shirts all over the place in here. My car in this series right here is number 18. Yep. Sure is. Sure is. But yeah, I Brady to me is going to go somewhere that's going to help his wife out maybe. LA to the Chargers, Miami to the Dolphins, maybe to Vegas. Cal is a jerk. I like Kurt. I like Kurt too. I like Kurt Busch too. Cowboys. Now I don't think he'd go to the Cowboys. Well, let's yeah, I know you love Kyle Larson. I've seen you with your videos. Inner zone. It all depends on what the Cowboys do with their quarterback situation. Do I think Brady would go to the Cowboys if they didn't have Prescott? In a minute. I think he would. I think if the Cowboys looked at Dak and said, "Guess what? We're not paying you," and then went to Tom Brady and said, "Look, 18 mil. We'll give you the best offensive line. We'll give you the best one of the best running backs and a good set of receivers. Come out here for 18 to 20 million. Save us 15 million. Would you come to Dallas?" I think he would. I definitely think he would. Number one, he'd have better weather. Number two, he would have one hell of a fan following. Can you imagine? No, Sean, he's not going to stay in New England, I don't think. But can you imagine the fan following Tom Brady would have if he went to the Cowboys? Number one, the fans in New England would still root for him because he's Brady and he's won them 6 titles. Then you got the Cowboys fans, which that's a stock amount of people in the United States. He would be possibly the biggest star in sports currently. LeBron James, nothing. LeBron James could go jump off a fence. Tom Brady in Dallas would be the number one appearance. He would be number one in the United States of American athletes. American athletes. He would be it if he went to Dallas. It wouldn't even be close. Yeah, he could go to the Chargers. He could definitely go to the Chargers. But I'm telling you, if Dallas made that offer to him, I think it would be very hard for him to turn it down. And don't forget now, if you turn the clock back 6 weeks, remember Urban Meyer, he went on TV and said, or he was asked, would you take the Cowboys job if offered? All right, man, Danny, have a good one, bud. All right, man, have a good one, Danny. He asked Urban Meyer on Fox FS1 or whatever. Colin Cowherd asked Urban Meyer, if you were offered the Dallas Cowboys job, would you take it? He said, that's the one job. That's the one job I wouldn't turn down. Obviously, he wasn't offered it. He was not even considered for it. He wasn't even offered it. He didn't even get an interview. He went in there and talked to them, before they even fired their coach, but he never got an interview. For whatever reason, I don't know. That sounds like it's a lot of Stephen Jones making that decision, because I know Jerry really liked him, but it sounds like his son may have had a little bit more input on this one, and they ended up getting Mike McCarthy. McCarthy might be a good coach for him. He may end up being a good coach for Dallas. And I'm obviously not a Cowboys fan, but I didn't think Jason Garrett was the solution for him. I never did. I really think if they would have went after Troy Aikman, I think that would have been I don't think that would have been a great coaching hire. I think it would have been. So what happens with the Ravens? Well, the Ravens, they can't, they're not going to fire their coach. They had the best regular season. They had the best regular season. We had 14-2. They're going to have the number one schedule again, so they're going to have to play the toughest people out there. Wow. They'll probably have a few retirements out there. Will that defensive back be back? The one that came from was it Seattle? Was it Seattle? No. Where did he come from? Yeah. Oh, I would stick. Yeah, you got to stick with Lamar Jackson. He's MVP. He's MVP. You got to stick with him. Oh, yeah. He's a kid, man. You got to stick with him. I've said all along, I don't think he's up here. I think he's a middle of I think he's a Russell Wilson. Not Richard Sherman. No, I'm talking about for Baltimore that left Seattle. I think didn't he go yeah, he's got to learn how to stay in the pocket more, but that's not what lost the game for him tonight. Their defense lost the game. Yeah, Earl Thomas. He I don't know how old he is, but their defense played like they were old tonight. Yeah, Earl Thomas. They played like they were old. So, but no. When I say I'm not a big Lamar Jackson fan, don't take that as, you got to bench him. No. They just weren't prepared for what they were getting into. Number one, they got the ball. I mean, he could have went out there and really played well, but no. I mean, they didn't have the ball enough, and he made a couple of mistakes. Young mistakes, but he would have almost had to play the perfect game for them to win tonight, just due to the fact that Tennessee ran the ball down their throat. So to me, if I got to address a problem for Baltimore, I think he needs defensive line. They got slaughtered tonight. I don't know who's on their defensive line, but they need to do something. Yeah, they did. He threw 59 times. 59 times. 59 times he threw the football tonight. Yep. 59 times. Yep. Believe it or not. Let's look at his stats. 31 of 59. So he threw the ball for just over 50%, not much over 50%. 1 touchdown, 2 INTs, 365 yards. 365. You can't force a quarterback to throw 59 times. I really thought that was what was going to happen with Minnesota. And I thought they was going to force Cousins into that. Ingram got hurt. He had a lower leg, right around the knee or something. He came in hurt. He came into the game hurt, and he aggravated it. And he had no ice, and he just didn't play the rest of the game. Now, the calf, okay, but he got hurt, lower part of his leg. To me, if you lose Ingram, I think you got to get the next man up and say, guess what? Now you got to run for 125 yards for us. You got to do it. Whoever the next guy was, they just gave that up, though. And Jackson didn't hand the ball off. Jackson ran with the football. He did all he could do, man. He ran. Let's see, what did Jackson run for? I know he ran for more yards than he threw. I knew he did that. No, not Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson ran for 360. I mean, he ran for 143 and threw for 365. So he accounted for 508 yards tonight. No, Lamar Jackson ran for 143 yards, 20 attempts. He ran for 30 one time. So he accounted for 508 yards of offense by that team. Lamar Jackson wasn't the problem. Lamar Jackson was not the problem. What we have to do, we have to turn it over to the other team. Titans. Derrick Henry, 30 attempts, 195. That's it. Tannehill, the whole game. The whole game, guess how many times he threw the football? 60 minutes. How many times did Tannehill throw it? Now, I just told you, Lamar Jackson ran it. He threw the ball 59 times. And Tannehill threw the ball 14 times. He went 7 of 14, 88 yards, 2 touchdowns. 7 of 14, 88 yards. So they threw the ball the whole time. Derrick Henry threw the ball one time too, threw it, and got that touchdown pass. They threw the ball. Yeah. They got rid of Tannehill. Well, Tannehill was not happy. He was not happy in Miami for whatever reason, whether it was coaching, whether it was GM, whatever. There's a lot of people that get traded that are good players, and they just don't. They got their head stuck up their asses. The kid for the Rams. I don't know if he'll ever be happy. The defensive back that left Jacksonville, Jalen Ramsey. I don't know. Well, I will say this so much about him, though, Enter Zone. The last 9 games of the season, Jalen Ramsey. Last 9 games of the season, they went 5-4, and the Patriots went 4-5. The last 9 regular season games, Dolphins actually had a better record than the Patriots. So sure did. Garoppolo today, nothing to write home about. 11 of 19, 131. He did throw the INT, but the second half, they cleaned up their game. It sure what happened with Blake Bortles. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Bortles got hurt, and then they went and picked up what he with Jacksonville, I thought. Well, let me see. Blake Bortles. He's an LA Ram backup. He's a Rams backup. Nickname Bortle Combat. Who knew that? Bortle Combat is his. I didn't know that. Wentz needs to retire. He's human toilet paper. Don't tell that one in there that. She's a big Eagles fan. You like the Eagles? Yeah. Okay. Ram. Yeah. He started. He played this year with the Rams. I know. How about Blake Bortles in his career? 103 touchdowns, 75 INTs. Passer rating of only 80 though, so nothing to write home about there. Yeah. So he just went there at the beginning of this year then. Yeah. And so he set the bench. He set the bench all year. And Nick Foles. Let's see what kind of should go to the Bears. Don't beat him up, Miss Rob. She's heading to bed. She's not gonna beat me up. Not tonight. So Nick Foles played for the Rams, the Chiefs, and the Eagles, and now he's playing for the Jags. And he was hurt this year. Yeah, let's see this season. The man with the modern day baby doll. Amish Elvis. Amish Elvis has got a car. Amish Elvis will tell you about YouTube Racing League. Let's see. Foles signed a 4-year deal for $88 million. $50 million guaranteed, so they're not going to get rid of him. She's back in there now. So, he got benched at the end of the year from Gardner Minshew. So, who knows? Foles could go somewhere. I'm like this about it. If you're going to coach, if you're going to take Foles and guarantee him $50 million, you got to put him on the field. Put him on the field. Your team's not that good anyway. Don't act like Foles is the reason we're losing. No, don't even go that way with me. Foles might not be helping you win, but don't put him as the excuse you're losing. Not when you got the Jags have they got more holes than Swiss cheese going on in that on that team. Amish Elvis, did you watch your football games tonight? And I've resorted back to the big Gatorades, big dollar size. Boy, oh boy. And who in game one? How about game one of the evening? Vikings at the 49ers. Who were you impressed with the most? Anybody out there? Okay, who impressed you? Okay, who was the most impressive player on the field for those two teams? No football tonight for you. Okay, I got you. I got you. 2 more games tomorrow, but you don't have to. Yeah. No. I'm saying for the 49ers or the Vikings, which player impressed you? Who was a player that really Garoppolo did? Okay. I'll say this much, and that it may be called a cop out. I don't look at any of the 4 quarterbacks today and say you played awful. Cousins played fine. Bosa, he was a beast. Cousins played fine, and so did Lamar Jackson. They played fine, but Vikings defense had holes in it. Baltimore defense had holes in it, and they got exposed. That's what happened. But I don't see where none of the 4 quarterbacks, if Minnesota says we're coming back with Kirk Cousins next year, I don't have a problem with that. He played good. He played okay. Lamar Jackson accounted for 508 yards. Did you see what Lionel Messi did? Watch it. When did he do it? How soon ago? But I mean, did anybody see a quarterback that was just like, oh, God, I'm glad I don't have him on my team? I didn't see that. I'm a Washington Redskins fan, and they could have any of those 4 quarterbacks. I'll have to look it up, Sean. They could have any one of those 4 quarterbacks, and I'd be like, oh, man, I'll take them with the performances they did today. It's just that San Francisco's coach, Shanahan, and Vrabel. Now, I don't know how many years is Kirk Cousins making $75 million? If it's 3 years, 4 years, I mean, hell, it could do worse. You could do worse. You can go out there. You can go out there and get Cam Newton, right? You can go get Eli. You can go get Rivers, Bortles, Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston's he's going to be available. They're not protecting him and down in Tampa. I wouldn't either. Breeze, though. Breeze right now has no contract. That could get interesting. How about Breeze in Dallas? How about that? And don't forget his coach down in New Orleans was offered that Dallas job last year. As it was rumored that he was offered that job. Winston, piece of shit. $84 million for 3 years, $28 million a year. Sean, I'm gonna tell you, he played fine tonight. I thought he played good. I thought he played really well. He was not the reason that Minnesota lost. I'll say that. He was not the reason they lost. And Lamar Jackson definitely wasn't the reason that Baltimore lost. He just, they had no solution for their running game. How's it going, Ken? What's going on, my friend? You think Lamar Jackson was the reason they lost? He threw for 359 yards, ran for another 160. I'd rather give Dak 35. Okay, Sean. They may do it. I think the two defenses are the reason. About the Baltimore quarterback. Baltimore quarterback, he accounted for 508 yards. I think Baltimore's defense is the reason they lost. They got run all over. They ran all over them. They eat them up. They eat them up and spit them out. That's what they did with. I mean, okay. Yeah, Jackson playing some late night baseball. Okay, that's cool. Lamar Jackson threw 2 INTs. But I tell you what, you force a quarterback to throw 59 times, what else is going to happen? Tell me the last quarterback who threw 59 times in any playoff scenario and didn't throw an INT or two, 1 or 2. 31 of 59, 365. That was Lamar Jackson. That was Lamar Jackson tonight. He ran for another 143. Their defense is what gave it. Look, 200 yards rushing. They gave up over 200 yards rushing. You can't do that. You just can't. 200 yards rushing is like throwing the ball for 650 yards. It really is because, number one, you're running the clock all the time because there's no incompletes. All right, Interzone. Who do you think was do you think he was the reason they lost? To me, hell, I tell you. I mean, his first playoff game. No, well, he played a playoff game last year, right? I think he played a playoff game. Second playoff game, and to me, Lamar Jackson's not the reason they lost. To me, I think Harbaugh got out coached because, I mean, they ran it down their throat. They hadn't had that happen to them all year long. They had not had that happen to them. They've been the best defense out there. I've been talking about the 49ers having the best defense all year, but everybody had been saying Baltimore's defense. Don't forget about Baltimore's defense. Don't forget about Baltimore's defense. And they're good. There's no doubt about it. But tonight, Tennessee ran all through them. Not over them. They ran through them. They went where they wanted to, when they wanted to. At the end of the third quarter, did anybody feel like, well, this Baltimore team's going to come back and beat them? They were deflated. I mean, they were like this. They had their heads down, and I mean, they gave up. And then on top of that, Tennessee kept pounding the ball at them. They didn't stop. They did not let off the pedal. I think the Titans beat them. I don't think it's the Ravens played terrible. I just think the Titans outplayed them, just beat the crap out of them. Yeah, hell, man, I tell you what, that was a heck of a performance by Jackson. I realized he only threw 53%, but 365 yards is not anything to cry about. Who do you say, Interzone? Who do you say is the reason? Do you think Lamar Jackson's the reason they lost? Yeah, I'm serious. Who do you think's the reason? Do you think Lamar Jackson is the reason? And if so, I mean, he threw 2 INTs. Granted, he threw them. Yes, he did. I know it. He threw 2 INTs. I'll admit that. He threw 2. He did. But ran all over the field. Well, it's hard to say he was wasting time when he ran 20 attempts for 143 yards. 20 attempts. He ran for over 7 yards an attempt in his zone. It's hard to say. I mean, he was running for his life, too. Yeah, he was running from his life. How many times did he get sacked? Let's see how many sacks they got. They were running. He was running for his life there. They only sacked him one time. They only sacked him one time. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm wrong there. Four times. They sacked him 4 times. They sacked him 4 times is what I've got here. Yeah, it was 4. Casey 2, Landry and Correa 4 times. Yeah, he was running for his life, man. I mean, that Tennessee defensive line had him going. Yeah, he had definitely bad. He did not throw the ball great. I'll admit that too. Yes. But how many times was he able to stay in the pocket that the pocket didn't collapse on him, or he had to run for his life? All you got to do is go back and look at the game. He dropped back 59 times, got sacked 4 of them. So that means, how many times did he have to run? And then when he did run, like I say, he ran for 7 yards an attempt. Did he throw bad passes? Certainly. Yes, he did. But he got picked twice. He got picked only twice, 59 times. I mean, they were playing comeback. They were playing catch up from halftime. I mean, first time they lost in 104 days. How about that? 104 days since their last loss. 104 days. Yeah, that's crazy. 104 days since they lost the last game. Oh yeah, I don't think it was a fluke either. No, I'm not calling it a fluke by any stretch. Hell no. No way am I calling that a fluke. No. But when's the last time a team ran the ball for 217 yards? Their quarterback threw it for 83, and they dominated the other team. And their quarterback accounted for 500 yards. Yeah, I think Inner is a Titan fan, which I ain't got a problem with that. Not at all. Not at all. Yeah. I don't have a problem with that at all. Yeah, 4 sacks allowed. They only sacked Tennessee's quarterback 1 time. Yep. Hell, Baltimore had time possession even. They had it for 32 minutes, where Tennessee had it for 28. It goes to show you right there, you can't go by time of possession all the time. The first half, they just got outplayed. They got outplayed and outcoached big time. Oh yeah. Everybody see that throw that Henry did? He did. The first person they brought up was Tebow, a little jump pass. Lamar. Don't know what Henry threw that. No, the first person they brought up was a jump pass by Tebow. He was kind of like Tebow's throw back, I don't know, a few years ago that Tebow did that when he was running toward the line of scrimmage and did that little jump pass or whatever. That's the way Henry did. Yeah, that's what I was talking about doing it. That's who they brought up. They brought up about Tim Tebow. And I was like, yep. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, he's putting it in the NFL on notice that guess what? I'm the real deal. I'm the best running back in football. And he is. I don't know nobody no better. Layup pass, yeah. Who would rather have anybody right now? I can't think of a running back I'd rather have than to have that kid. Derrick Henry he's a beast. Plus, I tell you what though, that offensive line really played well. They really played well. They'll be tested next week though. They'll get tested next week. They'll be up against the team and be ready for them. Whether it's the Chiefs with Andy Reid's system, Andy Reid as a coach that's prepared, or whether they have to go down to Houston. Houston's got a good defensive line too, so they're going to have their work cut out. Tennessee has one advantage; they got an extra day off. They got tomorrow off, so but they'll be playing the early. They'll be playing the early game next Sunday. They sure will. And then the late game is in San Francisco, whether it's Green Bay or Seattle. Like I say, I'm picking Seattle to win. That early game tomorrow, I'm going to say, man, I'll tell you what, it's hard to go against the Chiefs, but I'm telling you, man, don't put the cart in front of the horse with the Chiefs either. They can get beat. They can get beat. They really can. Their quarterback has a little bit better. I mean, he's got a little bit better. No. Sunday early, Sunday late. No games next Saturday. Then the following week's going to be the Pro Bowl. I'll be out of town at Pro Bowl weekend. And then the Super Bowl. So there will be 2 weeks between. There is 2 weeks between the championship game and the Super Bowl. And then the Super Bowl will be played in Miami. Was it the third? I think it's the third. Pro Bowl's been a joke for the last 25 years. If they ever did the one thing I wish they would do, this is what they should do. Let every computer in the country have one vote as to whoever's playing the hardest. Okay? I don't care if it's a lineman, whoever, who's playing the hardest. Guess what? At the end of the game, after it's all said and done, I don't care which team won. All right, let's say one of the linemen for whatever team played the best. I mean, just you can see he was out there trying, and people voted for him to win it. At the end of the game, $500,000, whatever, $1 million, whatever. Do it. That's what they need to do. Personally, I think in the NFL, NBA, all of the All-Star games need to go away. Do away with them. Even Major League Baseball. I don't like their All-Star game either. Injuries, give them 3 days off, whatever. Give them a week off right there in the middle of July. And let's go back to playing. I think that's what they should do. I never have liked the All-Star game, the home run contest. It's messed up some players in the past. I think so. If I was a coach, I wouldn't dare let my players hit in the home run hitting contest. Nope. You sit out. Nope. Look at the numbers. It affects them. You guys remember Josh Hamilton? Now, Josh Hamilton was a head case from the start. And you guys probably don't remember him. But he played for the Rangers. What did he play for? The Reds? Now, who did he play for? The Rangers and a couple other teams. Anyway, Hamilton, he went to one of the All-Star games and he hit like he got a home run. I think it was the Reds, yeah. And he hit, I don't know how many home runs in that home run contest. He came back after the home run contest, and I think he hit 5 the second half or something. And he even said, man, I couldn't even catch my breath the last half of the year because it just takes so much out of you. It really does. It takes a lot out of you. I don't know what they can do. Uh, yeah, I know it's a lot of tradition to it. I just wish they could do something different about it. I don't know what, but it's best of the four. Hockey's become a joke. They just sit there and just play, and first one to get 20 wins. NBA's it's funny to watch, and NFL Pro Bowl's the worst. But I don't know. The All Star game to me is just All Star game time. It gives me 2 or 3 days to relax until I watch second half of the season. That's me. I'm not gonna sit there and watch. I'm not gonna sit there and watch an All Star game. I watched them in the '70s and '80s, but now so often, I got a little bit of an injury. I wanted time off, and a lot of them wanted time off. And I think they should do it different, but I don't know how. Sean said, "Don't take an All Star game away." I just think they could do it different, but I don't know exactly what they could do. I'm hitting nerves with my baseball fans out there. I don't know what I would do, but I would do something different. Do you really see Andy Dalton going to the Patriots? I do. I do. There's actually reports on it. Actually, go to Google it. Andy Dalton. It's been talks about it. It sure is. It's been talks. He could go. I don't know if Ken has heard that or not. Ken's not a football guy though. Andy Dalton to the New England Patriots. Storm the Paint article 9 hours ago. Andy Dalton and the New England Patriots are getting a lot of attention. Peter King thinks Bill Belichick would like Andy Dalton to replace Tom Brady with Patriots. Could the Patriots win Super Bowl with Andy Dalton? Shannon Sharp explains. I'm telling you. Yeah. I got you, man. When there's smoke, there's fire. I don't know. It might not happen. I can't promise you that, but I don't understand why they would want him. But hell, I mean, Belichick has a big ego. He has a huge ego, and he's going to want um, his quarterback. He's going to pick who comes. Why wouldn't you want Breeze? Hey, Drew, why don't you come up here and play for us a year? Let's see if I can coach you to a win. Give me my seventh, and then I can walk off in the distance and go home. I don't know. I'll say this much. If Andy Dalton could take that New England team to the playoffs, that would be one hell of a statement. Covered the Pats briefly in 01. In 01, is that the first time he won the Super Bowl? Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck's played his last down of football, I think. Andrew Luck is just sitting at home counting his money. It's a lot of things. Is Winston going to stay at Tampa? Is Prescott going to get his contract in Dallas? Is Breeze going to get a new contract in New Orleans? No, I don't blame him at all for being smart. No, he was hurt. He was hurt, and he was tired. He was tired of getting beat up. So I don't blame him at all. Well, it's a great time to probably roll. It's 1-1-1. It's 1:11 in the morning here on the East Coast, guys. It's 10:11 on the West Coast. Alan Shaw will probably be waking up in a little while. 6 to 11 over in the UK. Yeah, no O-line. That's right. I would say it's a big surprise this last game tonight, only due to the fact that Baltimore had no solution at all for Tennessee. They just didn't. They just, Tennessee ran the ball all over them, and they had no solution whatsoever. The coach looked befuddled. The team looked befuddled. And by the end of the third quarter, they were a defeated team. I just didn't see them coming back, and they didn't. But, yeah, all right, Sean, you have a good one. I'm going to take off too. So, they're going to give somebody some problems next week, whoever they go to. But 49ers played exactly the kind of game I thought they would. They won by, more than 10. I said I thought they would win by at least 10 points. They were much better than the Vikings today. They deserve to win. Their defense played really well. They're going to be a tough out. I don't care who plays them. Whether Green Bay or Seattle comes into San Francisco, they are going to have themselves a game on their hands. San Francisco gets an extra day off. That's a big advantage. Plus, they don't have to travel. Another big advantage. It's all according to the way they have their team set as far as if a coach is ready for them or not. But Garoppolo, I thought all four quarterbacks today played decent. I thought they played really well. The two defenses that lost, they got beat up today, were the two teams that got beat. Baltimore's defense got outplayed. Minnesota's defense got outplayed, and that's what cost them. That's what cost them the game. Yeah, might do it. Might do it. We'll see when it was. Well, she'll go to church. She'll go to church in the morning. So I may actually come on here for a little while in the morning and show the rest of the cars. I got to finish my cars up tomorrow that I've got, but I've almost finished all of them. I don't have many more to do. I got Phillips to do and MP Fox, Colorado Kid, Double D, Michael P, Dale Lonsdale, Festus Gerber. What time? I may come on pretty early tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe before the first game tomorrow. The first game's what? First game tomorrow, 1 o'clock. First game 4:30. Let's see. First game tomorrow, 3 o'clock. First game's at 3:05 tomorrow. Houston and Kansas City. So I still don't like it 9.5 points, man. That's way too much. That is way too much. I don't like it at all. I think Houston covers that. And then the Green Bay, Seattle, early in the week it was 5.5. Now it's only 4. People are betting Seattle. I like Seattle straight up in that game. So I think 2 road teams are going to win this weekend. Houston can beat Kansas City too, but I think Kansas City has just a little bit too much. But I thought Baltimore did. But take Houston in the points, though, if somebody's going to give them to you. If somebody gives you 9.5, take Houston all day long. All right, guys, my name is Rob. Thanks so much for watching my channel. Hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up whether it's right here or right here. All right, man. Sean, you too, man. I tell you what, everybody on the East Coast, if you're going through these storms and stuff, be careful. A lot of wind, a lot of rain, a lot of electrical stuff going on. We were kind of lucky where I'm at right here. I don't even hear a lot of rain going on right now. It might be raining, but it's not doing too much here anyway. So I think we got a little lucky from where we're sitting at. But just south of us, Danny and Gray's place, he said they got a real bad storm there, and they got to check out the damage in the morning there. They got some wind damage and stuff. I think we were pretty lucky. I think most people to the north of us are pretty lucky. But North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, they got torn up pretty bad, I think. So, well, let's pray for those guys and hope that everything's okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow if everything goes well. And God bless everybody. And just stay safe. And if I'm able to, I'll be on my channel tomorrow. And oh yeah, I'll definitely spend some time with Mrs. Rob tomorrow too. God bless and have a great evening. Thanks, guys.